I think you may be interested in what I have to say, if for no other reason than to voice the thoughts of so many of us around the world. Whether you thought he was strange, whether you loved him, whether you disliked him, or you were indifferent towards him, surely his name has crossed your lips at some point. Michael Jackson. You will find a call to action at the end of this short video, so I urge you to please listen on, then pass this on to everyone you know, so that we collectively can make one small change in Michael's honor. Like many of you, I've been a fan of Michael Jackson for most of my life. Not a radical fan that followed his every move, but someone who loved the way he moved and his incredible voice. But there is so much more to Michael than the talents that were bestowed upon him and which he perfected most of his life. Michael was a person, first and foremost, a humanitarian and an entertainer who dazzled the world. A human being who gave so much more than most of us will ever know. How does someone like Michael Jackson become so broken and lost? It's something we all allowed to happen. So what went wrong? Drugs? The pressures of his fame? Isolation? Maybe a little of everything? But what if none of these things killed Michael? What if these and many other hurdles placed before famous people are symptoms of a much larger problem? A problem that reflects our society and that affects all of us because we are right in the center of the problem. Every time you hear or read something about Michael's drug addiction, keep in mind that drugs do not kill a person, but rather the reason for which they are being abused. Yes, there are serious issues with respect to the availability of prescription medicine, especially with the rich, and let's hope the legal system will begin to address this ongoing problem. In the meantime, there is something that you and I can do. Like many of you, I watched Michael on stage over the years thinking, wow, what a life, the people he knows and the money he's making. But all of this comes at a great cost. A cost I'm not sure is worth it. But Michael really didn't have any other options, did he? Yes, he loved to dance and sing and continued to do so by choice. Unfortunately, he was too young to decide just how famous he wanted to be until he was in the throes of the public, us. When you are singing in clubs at 5 years old and recording major records at 7, your fate is set for you. If you never have the opportunity to play soccer or go to the beach when you're a child, or to simply visit a shopping mall or a restaurant as an adult, what other end is in store for you? Exactly how else did we expect Michael to act and react? The unrelenting hounding of the media can slowly chip away at the strongest of human beings. Michael was created into a product we all used and disregarded when we no longer needed him. You must be grounded before you can properly handle fame. To be grounded, you need to live and experience life and make mistakes from which you can learn. Only after this do you stand a small chance to manage Michael's level of fame. Michael Jackson never stood a chance. Perhaps you would be a little different from the rest of the world if you lived Michael's life from the age of 5. I don't think Michael was weird, just misunderstood. And for the record, we can all have an opinion with respect to the accusations made against him. But we can't forget that we are all innocent until proven guilty. A constitutional right I hope none of us need to draw upon the way Michael needed to. And so you're thinking, what does this have to do with me? And what can I do about it? It has a lot to do with all of us. We created the problem, so let's begin to fix it. I propose that around the world we stage a no tabloid week. What I mean by this is between August 21st to August 31st, the week of Michael's birthday, we do not log on to a gossip or tabloid website, we do not watch a tabloid or gossip type television show, and we do not purchase printed publication based on gossip and half-truths. In essence, if there is a doubt in your mind that what you're about to watch, log on to, or purchase has any credibility at all, then don't do it. If we can live without it for 1 week, we don't need it at all. Instead, let's consider spending our hard-earned money and time on those who put forth the truth. Publications that offer a real glimpse of a person's life instead of gossip, lies, and slanted, biased views. publications that don't put pressures on stars like Michael Jackson to the point of self-destruction. It is very easy for all of us who are not famous to say that the price of fame is fame itself, but I couldn't disagree more. Everyone has a right to privacy and freedom. Everyone has a right to do the simple things in life, like walking their dog or going for coffee with a friend. The list goes on. All the small pleasures in life that we would never want to lose, but that are robbed from the famous. Where do we draw the line? Can we not admire, respect, and benefit from famous people without mulling them, following their every move, and most importantly, feeding into the very thing that destroys so many of them, the constant pressure of tabloids and the paparazzi? For those of you listening to this, who perhaps have been affected by fame, or know somebody who is, please take action. It's time to open the dialogue and create a forum to begin putting legal limitations surrounding the paparazzi and tabloids. We can put a man on the moon. Surely we can begin to take baby steps to take better control on what goes to print and the level at which the paparazzi plays a role in famous people's lives. Because of the information age we live in, this would be a lengthy, challenging task, but with persistence and time, we can begin to lessen the pressures and lies that surround famous people so we don't continue to lose them the way we lost Michael and so many others. How many more world contributors do we need to lose before we take action on this subject? Until we address this, the famous will continue to die from running from the paparazzi and drugging themselves to numb the pain and pressure that come from fame and the solidarity that it brings. Let Michael not die in vain. If there can be something positive that comes out of his death, let it be action against the very thing that Michael loathed: tabloids, lies. Michael Jackson once said that just because you read it in a magazine or see it on a TV doesn't make it factual. To buy it is to feed it. So mark your calendars and let's declare August 21st to August 31st, no tabloid week. Individually, this is one small thing, but collectively, we can make a huge impact if we never feed into tabloids again. How much better the world would be without tabloid gossip and lies that ruin people's lives. Let's do this one small thing for a man who gave us so much. Thank you.